My beloved child. There's a strange silence around you lately, have you noticed it? Not the kind of silence that feels empty, but the kind that feels full, as if something is trying to form, trying to speak, but hasn't found its voice yet. Don't skip. Because what you're about to feel, you were meant to feel. Somewhere between your thoughts and your memories, there is a presence, and it's not random. Pause for a second. Think about the one you miss. Not casually, not lightly, but the one whose absence still echoes inside you, even on your strongest days. Now ask yourself, why did they cross your mind again, right now? This isn't coincidence. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because what you're feeling is not just memory, it's movement. There are moments when the world looks completely normal. Nothing unusual, nothing dramatic. Yet deep inside, something shifts. A sudden heaviness, a sudden warmth, a sudden thought that feels too real to ignore. And you try to brush it off. You tell yourself, it's just my mind, but what if it isn't? What if, in the quietest way possible, someone you miss tried to reach you? Listen carefully. There are connections that do not break with distance. There are bonds that do not fade with time. And sometimes, those bonds find a way back, not through noise, not through obvious signs, but through something much deeper. Energy. You may not see it. You may not understand it. But you can feel it, and right now, you're feeling it. Don't skip, because this moment, right here, is not ordinary. It's the beginning of something you didn't expect, but somehow, always knew was possible. Let me ask you something. Have you recently felt a sudden wave of emotion, without any clear reason? A moment where your chest felt heavy, or your eyes filled with tears, and you didn't even know why? That wasn't random. That was a signal. Something, or someone, touched your energy, and your soul recognized it, before your mind could. Stay till the end. Because this is where it starts to unfold. There are things in this world that logic cannot explain. Moments where time seems to pause. Where a memory feels like it just happened. Where a presence feels so close, it almost feels real. And in those moments, you are not imagining things. You are receiving something. Think back. Was there a time recently when you felt like someone was thinking about you? Not in a normal way, but in a way that felt intense, almost magnetic? As if their thought reached you? That feeling was not one-sided, because when a connection is deep enough, it doesn't need words, it doesn't need distance, it just finds a way. Don't skip. Because what comes next might change how you see everything. There are unseen bridges between souls, invisible paths that don't follow the rules of the physical world, and sometimes, when emotions become strong enough, those paths activate. You feel it as a sudden memory, a sudden dream, a sudden pull. But in reality, it's a message that doesn't arrive through sound, but through feeling. And right now, you're standing at the edge of understanding it. Stay till the end. Because this is not just about missing someone. This is about why that feeling returned now. Out of all the days. Out of all the moments. Why this one? Why today? Why did your heart suddenly open that door again? The one you thought was closed? Because something changed, something shifted, somewhere beyond what you can see, and that shift reached you. You didn't call it. You didn't plan it. But you felt it, and that feeling is leading you somewhere. But here's the part most people ignore. When a message comes like this, it doesn't reveal everything at once. It unfolds, slowly, gently, almost like it's waiting for you to be ready. And that's why you're here, right now. Not by accident, not by chance, but because something inside you said, listen, don't skip, because the deeper you go, the clearer it becomes. There are signs that don't look like signs, moments that feel ordinary, but carry something extraordinary within them, like a sudden memory of their voice, a random song that feels too specific, a quiet moment that suddenly feels heavy with meaning. These are not coincidences, they are pieces of something, trying to come together, and you're in the middle of it. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because what you're experiencing is not just about the past, it's about something that is still alive, a connection that didn't end. It only changed form, and now it's trying to reach you again. But why? Why now, after everything? That answer is closer than you think. And in the next part, you'll begin to see it more clearly. Because what seemed like a simple feeling is about to reveal something much deeper. Something about this moment feels different, doesn't it? It's like a quiet door just opened inside you. And you didn't even hear the sound, you just felt it. Don't skip. Because what you're about to realize, most people never do. Close your eyes for a second, just imagine this. What if the feeling you had wasn't just a memory? What if it was a response? Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because here's the truth that changes everything. When someone you deeply miss thinks of you with real emotion, it doesn't stay with them, it moves, it travels, and sometimes, it reaches you, not as words, not as a message you can read, but as a sudden shift inside your chest. A feeling that doesn't belong to your current moment, yet feels completely real. Think carefully. Was there a moment recently where everything was normal, and suddenly, you felt them? Not remembered them. Felt them. That is where most people pause. But you're not going to stop here. Don't skip, because this is where it becomes undeniable. There are rare moments, once in a lifetime moments, when two energies align again, even after distance, even after silence. And when that happens, you don't just think about the person, you experience them. A sudden calm, a sudden ache, a sudden warmth that feels like it came from nowhere. But it didn't come from nowhere, it came from them. Stay till the end. Because what you're uncovering is not small. It's something most people spend their whole life trying to understand. Now listen closely. Not every thought reaches someone. Not every memory travels. But when emotion becomes strong enough, when something inside them needs to be expressed, it finds a way, and sometimes that way is through you. Let that sink in. You didn't randomly think of them. They reached a moment where their thoughts became powerful enough to cross the distance, and your soul received it. Don't skip. Because this is where it gets even deeper. Have you noticed that the feeling didn't come with confusion? It came with clarity, even if it was emotional, even if it felt intense. There was something about it that felt true. That's the difference. Imagination feels scattered, but this felt focused, like it had a purpose, like it was trying to tell you something. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because messages like this don't come empty, they carry meaning, and right now, you're standing at the edge of understanding it. But here's the part that most people miss. When a message reaches you like this, it doesn't just come from longing, it comes from a shift. Something changed on their side, a realization, a moment of truth, a feeling they couldn't ignore anymore. And in that exact moment, you felt it, not hours later, not days later, but almost instantly, because the connection was always there. It just needed the right moment to activate again. Don't skip, because what you're about to see will connect everything. Think about the intensity of what you felt. Was it stronger than usual? Did it feel different from your normal memories? If yes, then this was not just remembrance. This was contact. A silent, unseen, but real connection. And here's something even more powerful. When something like this happens, it doesn't happen once. It comes in waves, small at first, almost unnoticeable. Then stronger, clearer, impossible to ignore. And if you've already felt the first wave, then what's coming next will be even stronger. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because this is only the beginning. There is a reason this message reached you now. There is a reason your heart opened at this exact time. And there is a reason you couldn't ignore it. Because something is aligning, something is preparing, something is moving, behind the scenes, quietly, but powerfully. And you're not just observing it. You're part of it. Don't skip, because in the next part, the real meaning behind this connection will start to reveal itself. And once you see it, you won't look at this feeling the same way again. Right when you thought it was just a feeling, something deeper began to form. It didn't come loudly. It didn't ask for attention. But it stayed. Don't skip. Because this is the moment where everything starts connecting. There is a reason the feeling didn't fade. Think about it. Most memories come and go. They pass through your mind like clouds. But this one? It stayed longer than it should have. It returned, even when you tried to move on. It whispered, even when you were distracted. Why? Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because what you felt was not meant to disappear. It was meant to lead you. Now listen carefully. There are moments when someone you miss reaches a point where silence is no longer enough. Not silence between you and them, but silence inside them. A buildup of unspoken thoughts, unexpressed feelings, unfinished emotions. And when that reaches its peak, it doesn't stay contained. It searches for a way out, and somehow, it found you. Don't skip, because this is not something that happens every day. This is rare. This is one of those moments people remember years later and say, that was the moment everything started changing. And you're in that moment, right now. But here's what makes this even more powerful. The message didn't come as words. It came as a feeling you couldn't ignore, because words can be doubted. But feelings? They are undeniable. You felt it in your chest, in your thoughts, in the way your attention kept going back to them, again and again. Stay till the end. Because what this means is bigger than you think. This wasn't just about them reaching out. It was about something inside you, being ready to receive it. Yes, ready, because if this had happened before, you might have ignored it. You might have brushed it off. You might have never noticed it at all. But this time, you felt it clearly. That means something changed inside you too. Don't skip, because this connection is no longer one-sided. Something aligned. Two moments, two energies, meeting at the same point in time. And when that happens, it creates a window. A small, rare, powerful window. Where things can shift, where clarity can arrive, where something unfinished can finally begin to move forward. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now ask yourself this. Since that feeling came, have you noticed subtle changes? Maybe in your mood, your thoughts, the way you look at things. Maybe you feel more aware, more sensitive, more connected to something you can't fully explain. That's not random. That's the effect of the message settling in, because it doesn't just arrive. It transforms, slowly, quietly, deeply. And here's where it gets even more surprising. When a message like this reaches you, it doesn't only carry emotion, it carries intention, something they couldn't say, something they didn't know how to express, something that needed to reach you, even without words. And now it's here, inside you. Don't skip, because this is the part where most people miss the truth. They feel it, but they don't listen to it. They experience it, but they don't understand it. But you're staying, you're paying attention, and that's why you're about to see something others don't. Stay till the end, because this is leading somewhere important. The feeling you received, it's not asking you to go back. It's not asking you to relive the past. It's asking you to recognize something that was always there, but never fully seen. A connection that didn't end. It only paused. And now, it's moving again. Slowly, carefully, but undeniably. Don't skip, because in the next part, the real purpose behind this message, the reason it reached you now, will begin to reveal itself in a way you won't expect. And when it does, you'll understand why this moment felt so powerful, from the very beginning.